Division of the land west of the Jordan. Now these are the areas of the Israel Now these are the areas the Israelites received as an inheritance in the land of Canaan, which Eleazar the priest, Joshua son of Nun, and the heads of the tribal clans of Israel allotted to them. Their inheritances were assigned by lot to the 9.5 tribes as the Lord had commanded through Moses. Moses had granted the 2.5 tribes their inheritance east of the Jordan, but had not granted the Levites an inheritance among the rest. For the sons of Joseph had become 2 tribes, Manasseh and Ephraim. The Levites received no share of the land, but only towns to live in, with pasture lands for their flocks and herds. So the Israelites divided the land just as the Lord had commanded Moses. So that's what they're doing. They've now are starting to divide the land. Hebron given to Caleb. Let's continue to read. Hebron given to Caleb. Now the men of Judah approached Joshua at Gilgal, and Caleb, son of Jephunneh, the Kenizzite, said to him, "You know what the Lord said to Moses, the man of God, at Kadesh Barnea about you and me. I was 40 years old when Moses, the servant of the Lord, sent me from Kadesh Barnea to explore the land. And I brought him back a report according to my convictions. But my brothers who went up with me made the hearts of the people melt with fear. I, however, followed the Lord my God wholeheartedly. So on that day Moses swore to me, the land on which your feet have walked will be your inheritance, and that of your children forever, because you have followed the Lord my God wholeheartedly." So remember, back in the previous Bible study, back in Exodus, right? Late Exodus. Because there was Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Oh, I have to go back. Back in the previous Bible study. They were told to go. Caleb and Joshua, remember, were to go to the into Canaanite territory, the promised land area, and bring back a report. And only 2 of them brought back a positive report, saying that they were ready, they could take it. But the other 10 did not. And so therefore that whole generation was punished because they did not have the faith. They didn't believe. And so the Lord was like, okay, please, this generation, they kept complaining. They complained about even the manna, the bread from heaven. Their clothes didn't roar, nothing. Like, the Lord was taking care of them completely. And they just complained. And then some of them brought back this and discouraging word. And so the Lord was like, okay, I'm just going to not deal with it anymore. I'll wait till your children grow up. And so Caleb's just reminding Joshua at this point. He's like saying, hey, remember, I was with you. You know, it was us two. So my inheritance is here too in the promised land. So with what we just read, division of the land of the west, and now how Caleb's speaking up or reminding everybody how he was one of the 2 that had followed God and feared the Lord and had faith in the Lord the whole time. What kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind? How does it make you feel, and what does it make you think? You know, for all of us, we have to be patient. So you ask for something, it may not come immediately. It may not come within seconds, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, days, weeks, months, years. It may be a while before it comes, before something that you ask for comes along. And we have to be patient. We have to understand patience and understand why we need to be patient. And so I believe Caleb understood that. He understood to be patient. He understood it. And now's the time for him to speak up about it, because he's been patient this whole time. just like Joshua. So he's reminding everybody. Let's continue to read. Now then, just as the Lord promised, he has kept me alive for 45 years since the time he said this to Moses, while Israel moved about in the desert. So here I am today, 85 years old. Long time, right? I am still as strong today as the day Moses sent me out. I'm just as vigorous to go out to battle now as I was then. Now give me this. Yeah, I'm gonna say something about that. now give me this hill country that the Lord promised me that day. You yourself heard that the Anakites were there, and their cities were large and fortified. But the Lord helping me, I will drive them out, just as he said. Remember the Anakites? I believe the Anakites, if I'm not mistaken, I might be mistaken, are, because I don't want to say that they're part of Amalek's too, or related. I'm not quite sure. I can't remember, but according to like Bible scholars and such, these were like really tall, like maybe not necessarily tall, but really strong people. And so I believed their height had something to do with it too, but I'm not quite sure. But so these were known, you know, to be a people that, but Caleb right here is saying, I got the Lord with me. I don't care. I care, and because I have the Lord with me, but they're not gonna harm me. It says a lot about Caleb's faith, and like he just said, he waited this whole time. He's like, I don't care if I have to wait a little bit longer. That's fine. He has faith and trust in the Lord because it's going to happen, and he knows it's going to happen. It says a lot about faith. We got to look at ourselves too. You, me, myself. Do we have that type of faith? Do we have that type of patience with the faith that we know it's going to happen? We know so much that we know it's guaranteed to happen, because what God says is going to happen happens, period. So it says a lot about us, past to the present, to the future. Do your children know? Do your children understand? Do people you know? Right here. This is a good time this is a good part to share about patience and understanding and receiving that blessing. And so what kind of thoughts or feelings come to your mind? How does it make you feel, and what does it make you think?